to celebrate this night we found each other. Let's get lost.
Hey, really ain't no need for waiting. Every day feel like it's a celebration. Good times, good vibes, gotta turn it up. Tune in to Bellamy see ya. Hey, we having fun, cracking jokes, what we gotta do. Talking hair care, and it's all natural. Can't forget about the family, you know how mama do.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about 10 things that I wish I knew before I gave birth. So whether you're an expecting mom or just curious about the birthing process, I hope you find this video helpful. Also, if you're new here and stuff like this interests you, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. All right, let's get into it. After delivering your sweet baby, there is still one more thing that you have to deliver, and she's called the placenta.
Oh, wait, you serious?
Now, this process is known as the third stage of labor. For me, personally, the delivery of the placenta was a little unexpected. Child, I thought after I delivered the baby, the birthing process was done. You know, I could relax, unwind a little bit, but no, no, no. The placenta needs to come out too. So it's like you're giving birth back to back, you know? And you also might experience contractions during this process. If you are cringy around blood, I personally wouldn't look down at it. There's no preparation really. You just gotta roll with the punches. All right, so next up, let's talk about perennial tears. So it's the area right between the vagina and the anus, that little bridge area. Yeah, that's a perennial.
Okay.
And they can range from minor to severe. I believe there's like 4 stages of perennial tears, but honestly, it's really normal after giving birth. Even the ones that are severe, all they do is they just, you know, stitch it up so it can heal. Every woman has at least experienced this sometime after giving birth, and it's just something that's not talked about. So another thing that took me by surprise after the birthing process were contractions. Now, we know that we get contractions before we give birth.
But did you know that you still deal with contractions after giving birth?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
Yeah. Yeah. And these contractions help to shrink your uterus back to its pre-pregnancy size. Honestly, I was surprised by the severity of these contractions after giving birth, okay? Especially during breastfeeding. Whoo, child. That thing was intense.
But wait, there's more.
So this next one, I didn't experience personally, but a friend of mine did experience it, and it's called postpartum hemorrhage. Now, postpartum hemorrhage is a really serious issue because you experience excessive bleeding after giving birth. Some signs to look out for if you think you're experiencing postpartum hemorrhage is just heavy bleeding and feeling lightheaded. Like if you're feeling very dizzy, it's important to contact your healthcare provider immediately. All right, so the next thing that I wish I knew more about after giving birth was breastfeeding. Don't get me wrong, breastfeeding is a beautiful thing, but it comes with a lot of challenges, y'all. Things like latching issues, nipple pain, and a lack of milk supply. That is enough to drive any mother crazy, okay? And oh, don't even get me started if you spill your milk, like after pumping. Oh, that's another level of anger, okay? I went into breastfeeding thinking, okay, I'm going to put my baby on my boob and he's going to suck and the milk will come. Nobody talks about the stuff that happens in between, and girl, I went through it both times. It was just a stressful time, and I just feel like if we shared more of those stressful times, it could really help a lot of new mothers out. All right, so this next one is something that I definitely never heard of. It's called pelvic organ prolapse, or POP. Pelvic organ prolapse occurs when pelvic organs such as your bladder, your uterus, and I believe your rectum drops from its normal position.
Damn!
Yeah. After giving birth to my second child, I noticed a feeling of heaviness and pressure. Turns out that I had a mild prolapse and it wasn't anything serious, but this is something that I never heard of before. Like, no one is talking about this. So another thing that I had no idea about after giving birth was a cervical stitch, also known as a cerclage. So if you have a high risk of preterm birth, your doctor might recommend a cervical stitch or a cerclage. This procedure involves stitching the cervix closed to prevent it from opening too early. So I had a cerclage placed at about 20 weeks due to a shortening cervix. If you guys want to know more about this procedure, like you want me to do a whole separate video about it, let me know in the comment section down below. So next up, we're going to be talking about postpartum shedding. Postpartum hair loss or shedding is a common experience due to hormonal changes after childbirth. Around like 3-4 months, I think that's when I noticed postpartum shedding, and oh my God, it was so alarming. In order to manage postpartum shedding, there's really nothing you can really do. It's kind of like something that you just gotta let pass, but you can eat a healthy diet and just be patient and just treat your hair like gentle, like be very gentle with your hair. All right, so next up is postpartum depression. I am not gonna talk too long about this because I do have a video on this topic alone, because it's something that I experienced that literally turned my world upside down. So I'll be sure to link that video in the description box down below. It's basically a serious condition that affects mothers' mental well-being after giving birth. Personally, I experienced a lot of anxiety and sadness after the delivery of my second child. I just knew that something was wrong and I needed help. Last but not least, mamas, I want to talk about self-care. For me, taking a few minutes each day just for myself makes a huge difference. Practicing self-care includes getting rest, eating healthy, taking a long, well-needed bubble bath. Remember, mamas, taking care of yourself is just as important as taking care of your baby. So before we wrap up, I have an exciting announcement. I created an ebook that goes in even more detail on the topics that we discussed today. In this ebook, you'll find in-depth information, personal stories, and practical tips to help you navigate the journey of childbirth and postpartum recovery. Ooh, I'm so excited for you guys to read it! I have been holding this in for so long, but it's finally out. So if you're interested, I'll have a link in the description box down below. So I hope it provides you with even more support and guidance during this special time in your life. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. So those are the 10 things that I didn't know before giving birth. I hope you found this information helpful and that it helps prepare you for your own journey. If you have any questions or your own experiences to share, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, beauties.
Hey, really ain't no need for waiting. Every day feel like it's a celebration. Good times, good vibes, gotta turn it up. Tune in to Bellamy.